Okay, we've got everybody set up and everybody's catching fish and all the clients' shacks shed down here. Definitely worked up a sweat. We're into probably about 1 o'clock right now, and we're going to have a little time to fish on our own here. And that's the nice part about these shacks. They're so comfortable. You know, you don't have to have all your heavy-duty clothes on. You can keep the temperature anywhere from, 65 to 75 degrees in here. So stay tuned. Let's see maybe if I can get on some of these fish myself. Whew. I don't know what I got here. Big school came in. Oh, it is a walleye. Nice fish. Tell you what, that's been the nice part about this. Boy, he slammed that willow spoon. The nice part about it has been we've been catching a ton of walleyes that are on that 12-inch range, and then you're getting a lot of these walleyes like this one that are in that 15 to 16-inch range. The nice part about fishing out on the system like this too is that, you'll catch a walleye, then all of a sudden you drop it back down there, which I'm going to do. Load that back up with some spikes on her. And the next fish will be a perch or a bass or a crappie. And basically all I'm doing, for the walleyes, you don't need any bait at all, or the white bass. But for the perch, definitely just a couple spikes on that spoon works out really good. The old willow spoon. This is how it works out here too, you guys. Sunny days, silver. Cloudy days, gold. Now this morning we had all gold on, and that's what everybody was catching them. Oh, they're loaded down there. They're loaded. There we go. This might be another walleye. Well, you can always tell the walleye marks because they kind of, it is a nice walleye. That's a nice fish too. Gotta love that. You know what I love about my job when I do get some time to fish on my own. Today we've got out probably about 12, 15 people. Lance is out bouncing around. I'm going to call him in here eventually and have him come in here and fish with us. But, that is the cool part about it. I don't keep a lot of fish myself, but this will be the first bunch of fish I kept this year. Good school coming here again. Just moving that spoon. There we go. That one came way up after it. Well, I'll tell you what, the fish that are coming in, I'm only getting about a quarter of what I'm marking, but the fish that are coming in are definitely cracking it pretty good. Get over there. Lance! Hey, Lance, I'm getting them over here! Lance! 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 You must not be able to hear me. Lance! All right, need some more bait. Oh, here he comes. I went down a little farther on that one. Oh, another white bass. Kind of like that. A little bit smaller one there. I think the best day we've had on white bass so far between, big group, let's say 10, 12 people, has probably been about 25 or 30. So that is unusual. I mean, because typically, there's days that we catch a couple hundred of them. We're just not seeing that. You're still seeing the big schools of fish, but most of them are good fish. Not saying there's anything wrong with white bass because I do like to eat them myself, but I'm talking about it is time that it is all perch and walleye and crappies. Here we go again. This might be a walleye too. Oh, it is a walleye. Caught my transducer. Get him. That's another one. Hey, Lance! Lance! I don't know, Lance doesn't want to listen today. Tell you what, the old willow spoon is definitely producing today. So I like about, sometimes having that single hook, like on that willow spoon, you actually hook up better when they do hit it. And like I said, the walleyes typically don't need any bait, but I've run a couple of spikes on there for the perch and the bass. But absolutely, that's about a 15-incher, perfect. I won't keep them too much smaller than that. But yeah, looking nice. No perch yet, though. Hey, Lance! Lance, come on, bud. important part too is once you got that school down there is to keep them down there. Yep, well, there he is. Oh, nope, nice perch. Look at that. That is a nice perch. I love it on that dang willow spoon right there. I'm shaking like a leaf, you guys. Hey, I'll tell you what, after doing this pretty much full time for 30 years, look at that. I still get very excited, especially when I see them schools of fish come in and they're 4 to 6 foot thick. That's exciting. That's what I'm saying. This year, look at the size of the perch that we're catching. Absolutely fantastic perch fishing along with good walleye fishing. I'm loving it. Ants! Ooh, nice. There's one. Nice. Oh, nice perch. That's a nice perch. Another nice one. I don't like that. Ooh, my phone. There we go. Another good perch. Starting to add up my pile. It's looking a little bit better. Hooked up. Ooh, another nice perch. Gotta like that. You know, again, that's what I love about this year is that it's not all white bass. You know, we haven't seen it like this in 4 or 5 years where we're catching more perch and walleyes than we're catching white bass. That's kind of a good feeling, I'll tell you that. You know, when it comes to eating quality, of course, you know, perch are definitely one of my favorites. Good looking fish there. Hey, Lance! I think Lance will ever show up. Oh, see, when their fish are coming up, you never want to drop the bait down to them. It would never be natural for a bait to go to a game fish for sure. So when they start coming up, I don't jig it up and down so much. I just hold it still and I shiver it back and forth. And as soon as they come up to it and the two marks blend together, I hold it still for a split second. You don't want to give them a lot of time to analyze that bait. And if they don't hit it in a split second, then I just start jigging it and pulling it away from them like it's swimming away. And that's a lot of times they'll hit it like that. Come on, here he goes. Oh, and I hooked up. Oh, you know what? I can't believe how finicky that fish was, Lance. And it was a white bass. I thought for sure that was going to be a nice walleye. Now, I just switched baits, went to a Jigging Rap, and here, I'll show you something, you guys. This is really important when you're fishing Jigging Raps, is that you always want to have the nose pointed down like that. See how it's always angled down? Here's another big trick, and I'll tell you something. It seems to happen a lot with them intentionally because they break all the time, but I break the fins off a lot of these Jigging Raps so that when the fish aren't as active, that Jigging Rap's not darting out to the side. So just break the fins off it, and that wrap you can, and I like to shake it and hover it back and forth. And if you have the fins on the wraps, they're going to dart like this back and forth. So by breaking that fin off there, that rappel is going to stay in one spot a lot more. And when them fish are negative, that's the way to definitely to catch more fish for sure. Come on. Here we go. Got him that time. See what we got here. Ooh, nice walleye. Yeah. Number 5. Tagged out today, right? Ooh, baby! I'm loving it. Archer, come on! What do we got here? Oh, white bass. That's good because I'm tagged out on walleyes. I'll take white bass. Come on, Archer. Let's go, man. Well, right. If I can do it, you can do it, man.
There's still something in there for me.
Oh, no, I'm leaving them. Come on. You know, pretty much this is what we do every day. It's that time of day to start cleaning everything up, putting it all away. We pull all of our gear off the lake every night except for our permanent shacks. We caught a lot of fish today. Everybody left happy, and that's all that matters. Get everybody in and out safely too. You know, the cool part about what Lance has taken over for me is that he's worked for me for the last 5 years. Just an absolutely hard worker, great guy. And not too bad of a fisherman, even though today I outfished him, but the only reason is because I was doing most of the fishing and he was doing most of the work.